All right, let's talk. My name is Lorenzo, but back in the day, they called me Skywalker. Yeah, I could fly. High school courts, that was my kingdom. Dunking wasn't just something I did, it was part of who I was. The roar of the crowd, the feel of the rim in my hand, pure magic. I soared, I slammed, I owned that space above the iron. Those were the days, my friends. We all have those glory days, don't we? Those moments when we felt invincible. Time, though, it has a way of grounding even the highest flyers. Life happened. Work, family, responsibilities. The vertical leap started to shrink. The explosive power, it began to fade. Before I knew it, 52 years had rolled by. 52? And the rim? It seemed a million miles away. I'd look at the hoop, and a part of me would ache for those days. But then something clicked. Maybe it was watching old tapes, or maybe, just maybe, it was a quiet voice inside that said, "Hey, Skywalker, you still got some airtime left in those legs?" This comeback, this quest to dunk at 52, it's bigger than just me. It's bigger than one man trying to touch the sky again. This is for all my brothers out there, especially my black brothers who are hitting that half-century mark or beyond. We've seen a lot, done a lot, and maybe, just maybe, we've started to think our best athletic days are behind us. Society sometimes tries to put us in a box, doesn't it? It whispers that it's time to slow down, take it easy, and trade in our high top for slippers. Well, I'm here to say no, sir. We deserve to feel strong, energetic, and full of life, no matter our age. This journey is about showing that we can still set audacious goals and crush them. It's about inspiring each other to take control of our health, our fitness, and our well-being. You can't build a skyscraper with toothpicks, right? And you definitely can't launch a 52-year-old body towards a basketball rim without the right fuel. So let's talk about what's powering this comeback food. But not just any food. We're talking about real, whole foods. The good stuff. The kind of food that builds you up, gives you energy, and makes your body sing. Forget those processed mystery meals and sugary drinks that drag you down. We're upgrading the engine, and that means premium fuel only, folks. It's about eating to perform, eating to live well. One of my biggest game changers has been intermittent fasting. Now, don't get scared off by the word fasting. It's simpler than you think. For me, it means giving my digestive system a break for a certain window each day. This isn't about starving myself. It's about eating smarter. I found it helps with mental clarity, energy levels, and yeah, it's helping to shed some of that wisdom weight I've accumulated over the years. It's like hitting a reset button for your metabolism. You give your body time to repair and rejuvenate. Now, when I do eat, it's all about those whole foods. This journey isn't just physical, my friends. The battle for that dunk for better health, it's fought between the ears just as much as it is in the gym or on the court. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your toughest opponent. That's why a big part of my comeback plan involves sharpening my mental game. It starts with understanding what motivates us and what distracts us. And a big part of that is managing our dopamine levels. That's the brain's reward chemical, and it can get out of whack easily. I've been practicing what some call a dopamine detox. Sounds intense, right? But it's really about consciously reducing my exposure to instant gratification triggers. Less mindless scrolling on social media, less channel surfing through junk TV, less reaching for quick fixes that give a temporary high but leave you feeling drained later. By cutting back on these things, I'm finding more focus, more appreciation for the simple things, and more mental energy for what truly matters, like training for that dunk and connecting with loved ones. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, and for me, daily rituals are the building blocks of that discipline. It's not about massive, overwhelming changes all at once. It's about small, consistent actions day in and day out. Section 5, My Blueprint Project, Relaunch Takes Off. All right, so I've got the motivation, the fuel plan, and the mental game strategy. But what about the actual physical work? How am I going to get these 52-year-old legs to defy gravity once more? That's where Project Relaunch comes in. This isn't some generic off-the-shelf workout plan I found online. No, sir. This is a system I've built from the ground up, specifically designed for a man my age, with my history and my audacious goal of dunking again. It's tailored, it's smart, and it's all about getting results safely and effectively. Project Relaunch focuses on a few key areas. First, rebuilding explosive power. That means plyometrics, my friends, box jumps, jump rope, exercises that train my muscles to contract quickly and powerfully. But we're not going crazy here. It's progressive. Starting low, building up, always listening to my body. Second, strength training. We need a strong foundation, squats, lunges, core work, exercises that build functional strength, the kind that translates directly to that upward launch. It's about being strong, not just looking strong. Section 6, Old Ways versus New Days. Why this time is different. Let me be real with you. This isn't my first rodeo trying to get back in shape or chase a fitness goal since my glory days. I've tried things before. I've signed up for gym memberships that gathered more dust than sweat. I've jumped on fad diets that promised the world but delivered mostly frustration and a quick return to old habits. Sound familiar to anyone? Those old ways, those traditional methods, they just didn't stick. They weren't built for the long haul, at least not for me, and not for where I am in life now. Those past attempts often felt like a chore. The workouts were generic, not tailored to what I specifically needed or enjoyed. The diets were overly restrictive, making me feel deprived and leading to the inevitable rebound. There was no real system, no holistic approach that considered my mindset, my lifestyle, or the unique challenges of aging. It was like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. And the result? Frustration, a feeling of failure, and eventually giving up. It's a cycle many of us have experienced, and it's demoralizing. But this time, with Project Relaunch, it's a whole different ballgame. This system is mine. I built it drawing on experience, research, and a deep understanding of what my body needs at 52. Section 7, Laugh Lines and Liftoffs. Healthy doesn't mean boring. Now, some folks hear healthy living, intermittent fasting, dopamine detox, and they picture a life of bland food, no fun, and endless joyless sacrifice. Let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth on this journey. If this comeback was all about deprivation and misery, I wouldn't last a week, and neither would you. We're human. We need joy. We need flavor. We need to laugh. And guess what? You can absolutely have all of that while getting healthier and stronger. It's all about balance and smart choices, not total restriction. Think about it. Soul food. Man, I love me some good soul food. Does getting healthy mean I can never have my favorites again? Heck no. It means I learned to make them smarter. Those collard greens, we're using smoked turkey for flavor instead of something heavier. That mac and cheese, maybe a smaller portion, or we find a recipe that uses whole wheat pasta and less cheese, but still tastes amazing. Section 8, Get on board. The boost your bounce offer. So you're feeling inspired, you're thinking, man, if Marcus can do this at 52, maybe I can too. Good, that's exactly what I want to hear. Because this journey, while personal, is also about building a community, a brotherhood of men who are ready to reclaim their health, their strength, and their swagger. And I want to make it as easy as possible for you to join me to get started on your own project relaunch. That's why I've put together something special, something I'm calling the Boost Your Bounce offer. This isn't some complicated, super expensive program. I know how it is. We've got responsibilities, budgets, and we need value. The Boost Your Bounce offer is designed to be an affordable way to get access to the core principles and tools that are helping me on my journey. Think of it as a special introductory package, a way to get a significant bump in resources and support without breaking the bank. It's like getting a premium upgrade at a coach price just to help you get off the ground running or jumping. Section 9. It's your turn. Rise up and reclaim your game. We've talked about the dream, the motivation, the food, the mindset, and the plan. You've heard my story, how a 52-year-old man decided he wasn't done flying. Project Relaunch is about more than just basketball. It's about reclaiming vitality and inspiring our community. Now, the most important part of this whole conversation is you. Yes, you. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit on the sidelines and watch life go by? Or are you going to listen to that voice inside whispering, "You've still got game"? I believe every single one of us has untapped potential. It's time to stop doubting and start doing. Join me on this journey. Take advantage of the Boost Your Bounce offer and get the tools, the support, and the inspiration you need. Let's rewrite the script on aging together. Let's show the world, and more importantly, ourselves, what men our age are capable of.